we write a letter. We write letters. We write letters. Here the we subject. Which one is verb? Right. Which one is object? Letters. When you change the active voice into passive, you have to make here subject, this is verb, and this is object. You have to change the object, you have to bring the object, you have to bring the object into subject, you have to bring the subject as an, here the subject is we, verb, right, object, letters. You have to bring the object as a subject, letters. Object will be subject. Object will be subject. Letters, you see it is plural. Are, it will take the auxiliary verb are. What are the auxiliary verbs you see? These are the auxiliary verbs. Come here. These are the auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are, was, are, shall, will, can, could, may, might, need, dare, or used to. Letters are, and after the letters, you will put auxiliary verb am, is, are. If the verb is in present indefinite tense. If the verb is in present indefinite tense. You see, we write is in present form, simple present. Simple present and present indefinite, same thing. Letters, if the verb is in present indefinite tense, you will change it to am, is. You have to put am, is, are after the subject. Letters. Letters are, then main verb. In change the sentence into passive. You have to write the B3. Your verb in B1 form. B1 form. You have to change the main verb into past participle form. In all sorts of changing voices, your main verb will be changed into passive voice. Changed into past participle form. Past participle form means B3 form. Write, wrote, written are written in all forms of changes in voices. You have to use past participle form all the time. You have to continue to write in past participle form. Written, and there will be a by, preposition by, and your subject we. This is the subject. It will be changed into object. The object of we will be us. So letters are written by us. We write letters. You see the present indefinite form. And here the subject is in active form. This is called active voice. And the verb is not in active form, it is in passive form. The verb has changed into passive. This is why it is passive voice. Passive means inactive. Inactive. It is not direct activity. Some lazy verbs you say. Active, strongly he is doing it by himself. And if you have been given active voice, you have to change it into change it into passive voice, and the passive voice will have to change into active voice. Suppose, and you have first subject and verb. What kind of sentence are they? They are assertive sentence. They are assertive sentence. You are changing the sentence of assertive. Sentence is voice. Sentence is voice, but the sentences which takes in the sentences which The sentence who is the main verb takes object, then is called voice. Assertive sentence. If you have been given we, you say we wrote letters. Now you tell me, we wrote letters. Which one is the verb here? Which one is verb here? Subject is we, verb is wrote. Wrote is verb. And wrote in which form is it? Which is the form of wrote? The form is B2, the past form. So it is past indefinite tense. You have to, at first, you must have the ability to find out the tense form of the main verbs. Tense form of the main verb. In your previous classes, you must have learned about tenses. So, at first, your first work is to identify the main verb, then subject, if the subject exists, and the object. In any sentence, the sentence will be long, the sentence will be short, anything else. This is your first duty. Your first duty is to identify the main verb. First one, the first work, and the subject of the main verb. If the subject exists, if the subject presents, subject may not present, I have shown you before, go. Subject may not present. The subject is, but it is in silence. And the object, there where must be, there where anywhere there is object, or may not object, may not be object. You have to put objects or put subject, but verb must exist. Then you bring the object to the subject, letters, and past indefinite tense. And the past indefinite, after the in past indefinite tense, there will be was or were. In present indefinite tense, there will be was or. Present indefinite tense, there will be am, is, are, auxiliary verb. In past indefinite tense, there will be was or were. Letters were written by us, everything is like a past tense. There's nothing, that's your main verb. The verbs is changing. In active form, wrote is in active form, or written is passive form. And if you say, we wrote to him. Okay, another sentence, you have to say, see, I beat him. I beat him. Verb is beat. The conjugation, at a time B1 and at a time it may be B2. So what will be the verb? What will be the tense of this verb? Present indefinite and past indefinite at the same time. Him. You have to subject, verb, object. Him will be subject. What will be the subject of him? He. He. If you past indefinite, it will be is. And if you treat, because the conjugation of beat is beat, beaten, beating, bites, beats, not bites, beats. He is, what will be the B3 of B1 or B2? If you think that beat is present indefinite tense, then it will be is, beat will be beaten. He is beaten by me. And if you think it is past indefinite tense, it will be was. He was beaten by me. He will be the subject. He will be turned into he. He will be the subject and subject will be passive. Subject will be object. Subject will be object. Object will be subject. And there will be the bit, there was bit, and this now is beaten, or was beaten. You understand me? Now, and if it is a I, if you say, I will beat you, I will beat you, then what will happen? He is, there will be no is was. What will be the tense of the verb? Will beat. Verb plus will beat, verb phrase will beat. He will beat, will be beat, will be beat into chains, will be beaten. Will be beaten by me. He will be beaten by me. Will, shall, can, may, might, need, dare, ought to, used to, will be changed to might be, maybe, will be, shall be. But your main verb will always be in past participle form. Your main verb will always be in past participle form. And if you have been, he will be beaten by me. It's a passive voice. You say, it's a passive voice. Now you have to change it into active voice. How do you do it? He will be object, him will be beaten by me. Me will be the subject. So that I will be beaten. There will be no be in active voice. I will beaten. Beaten B3 will be changed into B1. I will beat. If you have been given active voice, you have to change it into passive. And if you have been given the passive voice, you have to change it into active. Clear? Now you have some homeworks, and these are all assertive. How you say the assertive sentence? If subject plus verb plus others, it's assertive sentence. There is structure of assertive sentence. Assertive. What is assertive sentence? Asserts something. Asserts means statement, language, sentence, speech, sentence, speech. It's an assertive sentence. These are, we have learned today about the assertive sentence. Now, some homeworks you will have been given. Some homeworks I'll give today. Change the voice. Change the voice. I read a book. You saw me in the market. They will find the house. She rides a bike. Ram kills an ant. This is your homework. You must do the homeworks and submit it to me when the school will open. Thank you very much. See you again. Keep safe and keep well. Thank you.